Imagine entire towns literally sinking into the earth as the frozen ground beneath them thaws. This is not science fiction. It's the grim reality unfolding in Russia's Arctic and Alaska, where melting permafrost is swallowing communities and unleashing carbon into the atmosphere. But here's where it gets controversial. The Western sanctions targeting Russia's economy might be worsening this climate crisis, creating a paradox where geopolitical tensions clash with global climate survival. Russia's Arctic, a vast icy frontier Putin once called the future of our nation, is now a battleground of unintended consequences. After the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, Western export controls cut off Russia from cutting-edge climate technologies. These restrictions weren't just about punishing Moscow. They're now limiting access to tools needed to monitor permafrost melt, reduce emissions from energy projects, and safeguard infrastructure. And this is the part most people miss. While Russia acknowledges climate change, its own scientists admit the Arctic is warming 2.5 times faster than the global average. Its ability to act is stifled by a sanctions-induced tech blockade. Take the Arctic LNG projects. Before the war, companies like Siemens and ABB were embedded in Russia's energy sector, deploying digital systems to slash emissions from gas facilities and icebreaker ships. Their abrupt exits in 2022 left gaps that Russia is scrambling to fill with Chinese imports or makeshift solutions. The result? Less efficient extraction methods, higher emissions, and a race to rebuild critical infrastructure without access to Western-calibrated equipment. Even climate monitoring tools now rely on Russian-made replacements, but without the precision of Western counterparts, data accuracy falters. But here's the twist. Russia isn't entirely powerless. In 2023, it launched a national permafrost monitoring project to track ground shifts and protect cities. However, the project's success hinges on Western technology for calibration and research, a dependency Moscow is trying to downplay. Meanwhile, the Kremlin's carbon offset strategy, which prioritizes reforestation over emission cuts, has drawn skepticism. While Russia's forests are expanding due to warmer temperatures, experts argue they can't absorb enough CO2 to offset fossil fuel extraction. It's a PR move that masks a deeper problem. Russia's reliance on fossil fuels isn't shrinking. It's being forced to become less efficient. The geopolitical stakes are even higher. Since 2022, data sharing between Russian and Western scientists has ground to a halt. Without access to Russia's vast permafrost datasets, global climate models are incomplete, leaving researchers flying blind as Arctic drilling and mining accelerate. And let's not forget the Arctic's icebreakers, Russia's prized fleet. But without Western technical standards, these ships now pose risks of spills and accidents in fragile ecosystems. So where does this leave the world? Sanctions were never meant to harm the climate, but their climate consequences are undeniable. Relaxing controls might aid Arctic preservation, yet it could also enable Russia to exploit its resources unchecked. The dilemma is stark. Should we prioritize geopolitical goals over the planet's survival? Or is there a middle path where targeted tech sharing could mitigate the damage without rewarding aggression? The Arctic's fate and ours depends on answers. And as the permafrost continues to melt, time is running out for both sides to find common ground. What's your take? Is it time to rethink sanctions in the name of climate survival? Share your thoughts below. This is a debate the world can't afford to ignore.